Yo, 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 what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Max and Juan Cast live show. Let me go ahead and switch this Brandon because
Oh, my Lord, Juan,
this is not
please.
pick on. There we go. It's as easy as that, Max. We are prepared. We are ready to go. Week 6 has just ended. It's Sunday night. We're live. This is the second time we're doing this. This is officially the latest live stream we have done. So shout out to anyone on the West Coast that is still with us. Shout out to anyone on the East Coast, including
Big shout
Jack, because
out to them,
I know
bro.
Dak out here somewhere, bro.
Back in
I
the
hope he
fucking
is.
middle coast, my boy.
So shout out to anyone on the East Coast or whatever for joining the live stream, man, and fucking with us at late night. Week 6, bro. First of all, how was your weekend, Max? How was your Sunday? How was
It,
all
it,
that
wa-
for you?
it was definitely not the ideal Sunday, but I went to Vegas on Saturday. I won some fucking moolah and flew back during the Eagle game. I didn't miss too much, thank God. Had some Wi-Fi on the plane. Didn't put my phone in airplane mode. Sorry, everybody.
Clutch.
Clutch.
What'd you
So,
fly? What'd you fly?
fucking American Airlines. I don't know.
American
Fucking
Airlines.
plane. I flew like
First
an eagle.
class? Flew
No,
like
I'm
an
not Jack.
eagle.
I'm not Jack Harlow, but I flew like a fucking eagle on the back of an eagle with his wings outstretched, clawing a cowboy.
That's what's up, man.
Sorry, Dak.
Did you see any Raiders in Vegas? No
Uh,
Raiders?
I just saw a lot of sad Raider fans. In all honesty,
Ugh.
I'm sorry.
Thankfully, I'm not a sad Raider fan. All right.
Not this
My
week. You
team
guys
didn't
didn't
lose.
lose.
My team
Yeah,
didn't lose. They didn't win. They didn't lose.
yeah, man.
Um,
How do I sound on the
my
mic?
week.
Good. You gotta turn it up.
I think you're good.
Okay.
You're good. Yeah. Um, my weekend was all right. Thank you for asking.
I
You
was
know,
just getting there, bro. How was it?
it was all right. I mean, I worked, watched football. Nothing crazy. None.
I thought you were part of the Tennessee fans storming the field, throwing the fucking goalpost into the
Oh
Tennessee
my
River.
goodness, that was crazy, man. Big upset in college football. Good little college football weekend. But let's talk about some of the NFL stuff, bro, because that's what's everyone talking about. Uh New York state of mind, bro. There's only one place to start out, and that's New York. And I don't even know which team to start off with, but I'm gonna go with the more shocking one and the better record one. The New York Giants come away with the win, Max, 24-20. I don't know if this says more about the Giants or more about the Ravens, but fuck it. The Giants are 5-1. Lamar Jackson, 17 for 32, 210 yards, one pick, one touchdown. Daniel Jones, 173, two touchdowns, zero interceptions. Mark Andrews, 7 catches for 106 yards with a tub. And Saquon, 22 carries for 83 yards and a touchdown. First initial thoughts on the game, Max.
I got to apologize one to my sister, Tiffany. She had me run down to the sports book, bro. She texted me 9:55. Go bet on this game. Bet the Giants money line. Sprinted down there, got the bet, and she's like, "Put $200." I was like, "Fuck you. You're gonna be wrong. I picked the Ravens. Here's $100." I fucking was wrong, bro. Congrats to her.
Tough look.
She won $210. It made me fucking holler for it. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm stupid. But initial thoughts on is the Giants, they just win ugly. They don't do anything, I would say, spectacularly, but they just do enough to win. They're 5-1. So I don't think the conversation is this a real good team? No, this is a good team. They're 5-1.
Look, I think all that talk of them not playing anyone is thrown out the window. I mean, I think Baltimore is still a really good team. They got some issues. I think it definitely goes 50-50. I don't think this was a dominant performance. Like Baltimore was running the ball really good with Kenyon Drake in this game.
Yeah.
Lamar just continues to really make a bad decision at the wrong times.
Well,
Like
do you say it's
he
a bad
fumbled. Look,
decision? It was a
he
bad snap, led to a dump. I think he compounded a mistake. One, that's what really swung this game for the Giants.
but it's been the Bills game, it's been this game, and then against Miami, he was making some mistakes. Like,
Yeah, but they're 4-2 without the Miami game. So I
But the
don't know.
fact is that
I
what?
don't
They're
know.
3-3
They're
now?
3-3, and it doesn't feel it feels like they're 2-4 more than 3-3
Yeah.
with the way they've been kinda looking one. It's just I think this team is kinda just underwhelming in a lot of areas, and I think a lot of us kinda overlooked it because it's Baltimore Ravens. Kinda like how we've been overlooking the Steelers and fuck, they got us this week, but I just can't say it's Baltimore, bro. I mean, I don't have faith in them moving forward. I mean, I think they're not gonna be a team that just falls off the rails, right? They're not gonna lose 10 straight games, but
Yeah.
I think they have an upward hill if they're gonna make the playoffs. They're lucky their division seems to suck.
So I would say this, Max. I think 3 huge reasons why the Giants are winning is number 1, first and foremost, a part that just gets thrown under the radar with them. It's the offensive line. They have one of the best offensive lines in football. I think it's for sure now. Like Andrew Thomas going into the season, he wasn't the best left tackle, but this season alone, he's been playing like the best left tackle in football. I can't think of anyone else that's on his level right now. That's how good Andrew Thomas is playing. Evan Neal has had his struggles, but he's still capable. John Feliciano,
Rock
like
solid, man.
their line is very solid, dude, and they're super underrated. I think
I think
like
it's Daboll one, and I think you kinda owe Daboll an apology because you were saying, how much was it him? How much was it Jordan
yeah,
Palmer, the quarterback coach?" And I mean, I don't mean to call you out. You weren't saying it was an awful hire. You weren't saying that.
no,
But you were a little
no.
lower on
I had
Daboll than
my
I think
question
the
marks.
consensus was. Yeah, you
I
had
had
your
my
question.
sometimes I feel like it is the quarterback that bails them out. I mean, look at Josh Allen. I
But
mean,
wait, don't
he's
worry.
still
Don't worry. Daniel Jones isn't bailing out the fucking Giants this year, okay?
I know exactly, but you know what though? Daniel Jones still makes great throws at the perfect time. That throw that he made in the end zone for
Yeah, really good
who
throw.
was it? I think it was Ellison or something, whatever their tight end's name was.
I
He
feel
had some
Bellinger, maybe?
yeah,
Bellinger?
he had some amazing throws, man. And he may not have all the yards and the stats to show for it, but man, I would say like 3 throws a game. You say, God damn, that was a fucking big time throw. And then, of course, like Dable has fixed Saquon Barkley. And I think that just goes hand in hand with the offensive line.
Yeah,
Like,
I like the way you said that.
yeah,
Initially last year, you look at their own line and they can't do anything because it's so putrid. I'm not ready to say it's an elite offensive line, personally. Andrew
mhm,
Thomas is elite. I love Evan Neal, who number one tackle coming out. The interior line, other than Feliciano, still scares me a little bit because I
yeah.
worry about it against the elite fronts if they can hold up. But this Giants team, it's for real. Let's not do this shit where the Giants probably suck. They're not the best 5-1 team we've ever seen. There's some teams out there that are 4-2 I probably like a little bit more than the Giants, but
I mean,
I
they've been
wouldn't
in
take
every
them
game.
lightly. I wouldn't take it lightly. I wouldn't take them
Yeah,
lightly. And I think maybe early team slept on them and they're just fucking good, man. I don't know why I picked against them. I picked with them a lot of this year. I picked against them
yeah.
this week.
And I think the last thing to talk about the Giants, their defense. My Winky was a key, aka Wink Martindale. Fucking had a revenge game, dude. He was
Kayvon
hyped up.
Thibodeau showed up a little bit today.
Kayvon, yeah, game winning, game sealing strip
Strip sack,
sack.
yeah. It
It
was
was
nice to
nice,
see.
man. Kayvon showed up, and their defense is legit, dude. Like Julian Love had the pick. Xavier McKinney is good. Like you love him, Dexter Lawrence.
Oh,
He's a
my
fucking
god.
monster.
Leonard
Leonard
Williams was good today
Williams,
too,
he
yeah.
recovered the fumble. Like Wink Martindale and that defense, they're legit.
Yeah.
And they keep them in games straight up because sometimes the offense does struggle and it gets a little bit too much Saquon Barkley centric. And Daniel Jones, he's not good to the point where he can just carry them and throw the ball fucking 50 times. So
No,
that
that you're gonna
defense is
lose if you
very
ask
important.
that of Daniel Jones, and Baltimore isn't the type of team one that can take advantage of maybe some weak cornerback play. That's
Yeah.
for the Giants. They have no receivers, no really weapons. Mark Andrews had a big day, but when doesn't he?
Yeah. So let's go ahead. Since we're on the story of defense, man, and we're on the story of New York, we got to talk about it, man. New York Jets beat the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau Field. I can't even remember last time that the Packers scored only 10 points at home. That's absolutely nuts. If you would have told me that, I would have said, "No, you're
I can't
smoking.
remember the
Get the
last
fuck
time the
out of
Jets even fucking played the Packers in Lambeau Field.
here." Jets win 27-10. Uh Stat lines for these guys. Zach Wilson, 10 for 18, 110 yards, 0 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers, rough day, 26 out of 41, 246, a touchdown. Brees Hall, 20 carries, 116 yards and a tub. And Alan Lizard, 4 catches, 76 yards, and a touchdown. Dude, they got it done straight up. It wasn't like pretty. It wasn't like Zach Wilson throwing the ball all over the fucking place, but they got it done. And these two New York teams know their identity because they both have fucking great fucking defenses. Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed, we said it going into this game, and I'm gonna say it again. They're legit. They got two shut down corners. Straight up.
I don't know what the experts thought about this game or who picked it. I didn't see any of the pregame shows, but me and you both had this game close, and we were fucking worried for the Packers. We were like, I think there was the Aaron Rodgers thing that made us not want to pick them because even we were watching the game a little bit, like we were on the phone talking, and you were like, just a score, but they're still fucking Rodgers, brother. He still gives them a chance, but it didn't come to fruition. They scored real quick with Lazard. They couldn't do anything else, and the Jets just destroyed Green Bay's front. And I felt it was on both ends where Green Bay couldn't run the ball, and they were getting the ball jammed down their fucking throat.
I mean, Green Bay has some issues, dude. They got
They
really
do.
bad issues. And
They
right
do.
now, it doesn't help. It doesn't help that they don't have any receivers, dude. Like the offense is anemic. Like it's
Well,
bad.
what I think one is when you don't have anyone scary on your team, and I would say Devontae Adams last year wasn't necessarily like, oh shit, Tyreek Hill scary, or maybe even Jamar Chase scary. It's just they've no one scary, so there's no one there to back corners up. Like they're just gonna be like, let's just load the box. We know this shitty offense. We know they like to throw short. And Sauce Gardner out there almost had a pick six to start the game. He was everywhere.
Yeah.
If the ball was thrown slightly behind, he was going to recover. And man, Sauce and Stingley, the league is in good hands right now with the young cornerbacks, especially just from this draft. They're balling out of their freaking minds.
Yeah. And Quinn Williams,
He
defensive
looks like
tackle,
that guy. He looks like
y-
that guy we thought he'd be after.
block field goal in this game. Not
That's
a
a
good look.
takeaway.
Not a good look for Basaccia in this one, man. Special teams head coach
Well,
for the
I mean,
Packers.
I would say the Green Bay really just again got done in by their special teams. You give up 10 points on special teams. It's bad. You can't have a field goal blocked and a punt block return for a touchdown.
Yeah.
It's
And
just it's disheartening.
I think right now with Rodgers, man, I think part of it is I don't know if it's LaFleur or him. They need to switch something up on defense. They can't run this LaFleur offense that they've been running the last like 3 years with him because they don't have the personnel to do it. They need to play Jimmy Garoppolo 49er football. Dallas Cowboys type football. Run the fucking ball down people's throats and just tag people down the
But
middle.
I mean, they ran
All
the
this
ball 20
outside,
times. Oh,
all
the
this
outside stuff.
outside,
Okay.
yeah, all this outside the boundary shit.
But I think
It's a
that's a
no-go.
product of the guard play one in the center. I like John
Yeah,
Runyon, but they're not guys that strike
a
fear,
big
and I don't think they have the scheme like Shanahan.
because they're playing Elton Jenkins at tackle right now, right?
Correct.
He's not
He's
playing
kicked
guard.
out to right guard, so
Yeah, and
I mean, their
he's a
O-line
better
has just
guard.
fallen off kind of a cliff. I mean, look, Bakhtiari, it went from Bakhtiari, Jenkins to Lindsley on the left side. Now it's Bakhtiari, Runyon, no name center, right guard is a fucking Billy. They just keep bringing people in, and now Jenkins.
Mhm.
I mean, there's problems in Green Bay. I think it's Minnesota's division to really lose at this point.
Yeah, and their defense has been underwhelming.
It's
We
hard.
have high
It's hard to
praise. They
follow.
have they have they have signs here and there in quarters. They have good stretches, but
Where's the
overall,
domination though? One, that's what I
yeah,
want to know. Like, where's it at? It's you got three good corners, you got
yeah.
good linebackers, safeties. Like, what's wrong? What's wrong
It
with that?
really seems like the only guy that shows up every week is Rashawn Gary.
It seems like that.
That's really about
I
it.
wonder. Like, I feel like Jair has been a little less than.
Yeah, most definitely, dude. And I think we've seen the signs in when they played the Patriots, really, when
Yeah.
they were getting dominated. And
They should have lost that game. I think they lose that
yeah,
game with anyone other than Zap.
look, they're lucky that they're in the NFC. The NFC is wide open. The Bucs lost today. I know they got Minnesota in their division and they're 5-1, but you can still make a wild card in this NFC. And
Yeah,
that
their
that
season's
that
not
last
done.
place, no, that last place wild card is going to be possibly an 8 to 9 win team. That's the way it's going to be in the NFC. It's wide open. So by any means, the Packers are not going to miss the playoffs. I don't think so, but for them to have home field advantage and get a 13-3 season, not looking like it,
It
bro. It's
would
not gonna
certainly
happen
be
this year.
shocking if they missed the playoffs, but it's kinda trending more and more likely as of right now, one, and,
Yeah.
before we move on, there's one more New York team we gotta talk about. That's all I'm gonna say. We gotta talk about the New York team right now.
Well, let's do it, man. Buffalo Bills get the dub, 24-20, win in Kansas City. Josh Allen for this one, 27 out of 40, 329 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Patrick Mahomes, 25 for 40, 338 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 turnovers, them being picks. Stephon Diggs, 10 catches, 148 yards, and a touchdown. Travis Kelce had 5 catches for 108 yards, 0 touchdowns.
I'm sorry, Kelsey had 8 catches. I think I put 5, but it was really 8. I'm sorry, I must have misdid that, but give me this. What was the big difference in this game compared to last year's AFC Championship game, if there was a difference? What led the Bills to win this game?
They got stops. I think that's what
I
it came
thought
down
Von
to.
Miller came out and balled his ass off, dude.
Yeah, their defense just
Mhm.
rose above it. Like Kahir Elam made a play. Like that's an incredible play. Though you got to make incredible plays against the Chiefs. That's what you have to do.
Mhm. Absolutely. Teron
That's the only
Johnson
way.
made
Yeah,
an
Teron
incredible
Johnson.
play.
Like those are just I don't even think like necessarily the Chiefs lost this game. It was just more of just the Bills making more plays. You got the Von Miller plays, you got the 2 interceptions that we talked about, and then Josh Allen fucking jumping over people to get first downs.
Yeah.
And then making it an incredible fucking throw to Dawson Knox and on the left side of the end zone for a touchdown. That's an incredible throw. The
Absolutely.
defense was there.
Look, I'll say this one. First of all, Buffalo still can't defend in the last 10 seconds of halves because it's literally at the end of the first half. What was it, 16 seconds? They squibbed it. They
Yeah.
were like, "Fucking, we got it this time." So I guess it wouldn't have mattered last year's AFC Championship game because Chiefs still went down and got a fucking field goal, even with the squib. So I think we can
Yeah.
forgive Leslie Frazier and Sean McDermott for that because I think it still
Yeah.
would have happened. But I just feel like the Bills D line had push. They were not getting it wasn't as many stalemates, like they were winning. They were getting Mahomes off his spot. Matt Milano, I thought, played his freaking ass off one.
The whole defense, man.
Yeah.
Gregory Rousseau, he played really.
Yeah.
He's been playing well all season.
And he's not Greer so you look he didn't have a sack. He
No.
he was disrupting the freaking game.
Yeah.
And then Stephon Diggs. You gotta tip your hat off. He's been the best receiver in football. I think he's just simply unstoppable. When you have this quarterback, this wide receiver, this creativity on offense, they haven't really skipped a beat without Dayball, I thought. Ken Dorsey, tip of the hat to him.
Look, I think right here, you're probably going to hear it this week that people are a little bit worried about Kansas City, because
Why?
I think their running game is a problem and them not being able to stop the run is a problem. But I think in the aftermath of it, Patrick Mahomes is always going to give them a chance regardless. So
Mhm.
I don't think people should be worried about them necessarily, but it is going to come up because they're going to have to face this team. And
Well, it's come up
hopefully,
every year, one. In the
hopefully,
last 3 years, it comes up.
no, you're absolutely right. But hopefully, this game ends up in Buffalo and not Kansas City because that's what it's coming down to. Like, let's see in the playoffs when these teams are going to meet each other again. I'm calling it.
I hope
And
so.
and I think
I
the game's going to be in Buffalo, but today Josh Allen finally got his revenge game, but I'm still scared of the Chiefs, bro. Like,
absolutely.
don't
I
let
mean, how can
anyone
you
tell you
not be, man? This Buffalo, they're 5-1. Their one loss was kind of fluky to Miami, where they were losing guys left and right. But Buffalo's a really good team. They might be arguably the second best team of football behind my Philadelphia Eagles. So
I know this sounds crazy, but there's points in that game where I just feel like the Bills should be able to dominate the Chiefs, man. And it's just number 15
yep.
fucking
Well,
dominates, dude.
I
Like
feel
he
like it's
makes
15
plays.
and 87, bro. Travis Kelsey
Yeah.
is just the when he gets the ball, it's like fuck you, bro. It's 3rd and 18. Like there was
Yeah.
one where he got a PI, offensive PI. It was like 3rd and 18. Then he got the ball right back, and I was like, this guy's uncoverable.
Yeah.
You just can't cover him, man. He's so freaking good.
Well, you know who else is really good? Your Philadelphia Eagles, man.
No, thank
There's
you. I was
one
wondering where you were going with that for a second, but you brought it
there's
back home.
there's only one undefeated team left in the NFL still. The Dolphins cannot pop the champagne yet. The Eagles 6-0, beating the Dallas Cowboys at home 26-17. Jalen Hurts, 155 yards, 2 touchdowns. Cooper Rush, 181 yards, 3 interceptions for 1 touchdown. Miles Sanders, 18 carries for 71 yards and a touchdown. And Zeke had 81 yards and a touchdown for 13 carries. Look, man, I'm gonna start off this one. I was wrong. I was wrong. I thought the Cowboys were gonna come out a little bit more on fire, and once the game got out of hand, once they were playing from behind, it was just a wrap. The Cowboys are just not meant to be a team to come up from behind. They got to play from ahead,
Well,
and the
especially with
slow
Cooper
start,
Rush.
yeah,
Especially with him.
especially yeah, and Cooper Rush, like their quarterback position showed today. And credit to the Eagles. One thing that I didn't think they were going to be able to do at an efficient rate was run the football. And they showed today why they're the best, one of the best offensive lines in football. And they're one of the best running teams, dude. Like, how many times did you guys run the ball, Max? I know Miles Sanders ran it
30,
18, but
39, 40? No, I mean,
yeah,
I'm looking at the stats, but it's like 39. It's not like 39.
yeah, that's domination on the run, dude. Once you run the ball that many times, you're most likely going to win the game. And shout out to the Eagles, dude. They're really good. They've shown that they can win multiple ways. I know everyone's going to say they haven't played anyone good still, but it's hard to go 6-0 in this league, dude. It's hard to be 6-0. And we've already discussed their schedule, Max. It's going to be a while until somebody really tests them, because they don't have anyone left on their schedule to really test them.
Well, here's what it is. One, the Giants are a test, but this is what the test was for me. It was our O line, our D line. I felt like we won on both fronts. Cooper Rush was forced into some bad throws, some errant decisions, and our corners made some plays. CJ Gardner Johnson, thank you, Saints, for giving him up for a 5th-round pick or whatever the fuck we paid. It was awesome. Big
Yeah.
play Slay with a pick. I just love the way our team plays, man. I love Jordan Davis. I love seeing him out there just fucking clogging shit up. I
So I
I love it.
I
I just love
I
it, bro. I love it, and I love that these salty Cowboys were talking shit about Jalen Hurts before the game.
yeah,
And I used to be
that
one
was
of
a
those
bad look.
guys. We made a video about it. You guys should all check it out. But go ahead and eat your crow, man. And I'm
I mean,
sorry,
I'll
Michael
eat it.
Parsons. I love you, dog, but like you got in some pretty fucked positions today. It's not your fault, bro.
Yeah, I thought
We had a good
the
plan to
rivalry.
attack.
I thought the rivalry was really back tonight. Like, I like the fact that the Cowboys got mad. They were pissed off that they were getting their ass kicked. Um, you got some temper tantrums on the field, like Trayvon Diggs slamming down his helmet after the whistle, and then Jason Kelsey getting into it with one of their defensive linemen, and the
I
flags
know.
going all over the place. I love it though. I love that shit.
Yeah.
I
It's
love when
NFC
two
East,
teams.
baby.
Yeah, I love when two teams don't like each other, but I mean, time in, and time again, dude. Like your guys' offensive line is just it's monstrous, and even your backups, dude. There's times like Lane Johnson came out, Landon Dickerson came out, and you guys still drove the field.
Yeah.
And you got to give credit to Nick Sirianni, dude. Like Nick Sirianni, the past year and a half, ever since you guys lost to the Raiders, it seems like last year. I just
Way to
had to
bring
throw
that
that in.
bullshit up.
I had to throw that in, but
Yeah, I could
no,
see that one. I
he
could see
he's
that.
he's been an incredible play caller, dude. Incredible play caller. And I think the same way with Greg Roman, like early in somebody's career, like Lamar Jackson, to make them work. Nick Sirianni, you got to give him credit for making Jalen Hurts work, because there's not many coaches that can run an offense and build an offense for Jalen Hurts.
Well, I would say there's not even a lot of coaches that would change up their own offense to better suit their quarterback and kind of
Yeah.
reinvent their offense to suit Jalen Hurts. I think that was the big thing because they changed their whole offense last year. He's talked about it. Hurts has talked about it. They kind of attack things differently,
Yeah.
and they built the perfect system for Hurts. And I know he didn't have a huge day passing, but that really wasn't required today because the Eagles got off to such a big lead. It was 20-3 at halftime, and I think the Eagles kind of took their foot off the gas, and then they slammed it back down for a little bit.
I think one of the if you can bring up one play to show Jalen Hurts value towards the Eagles and how good he is that play when he threw a touchdown to Devontae Smith. Him simply rolling out, getting ready to run. Guys are scared shitless of Jalen Hurts because he's a running back. That's how good of a runner he is. He's extremely efficient at running the ball, and it makes everything else open up, dude. Devontae fucking Smith was wide open on that play, dude. So you guys are good, man. And I hope you guys don't cruise to the season. I hope you guys do lose a couple games. I know
Yeah.
deep down inside you don't want to go undefeated.
No, not at all. I hate that pressure, man. I feel like we've seen so many teams undone by that pressure, like the Colts, Patriots.
Yeah.
It's just not fun. Even
Yeah.
the Eagles the
So,
first time won. Remember that when we won with Wentz? We were undefeated and shit. I
right.
was like, just please lose a game. Please.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to go undefeated. It's too much pressure. But shout out to the Eagles, man. Look, let's go on the Cowboys side and talk a little bit about the Cowboys. Uh like I
I
said,
think good idea not to throw Dak out there. Good idea.
it was a good idea. But they the way that their team is built, they can't play like that. They can't play from down. They just can't.
No.
And
And you keep turn over the ball. That was what made Cooper Rush so special on two early
right.
picks and 9
And
pass attempts.
they really couldn't get their run game
Then they
going
go for
like
it,
they wanted.
which is questionable in that
That,
situation.
and I think one aspect that we didn't talk about in the in the pickums that I wish I would have brought up that reminded me on why I didn't like the Cowboys going into the season is Mike McCarthy. There's at the end of the day, there's still a Mike McCarthy coach team.
Well, there was a
And
play where they had a penalty on like 4th and 4, and the clock was running out in the first quarter, and it was like, they're not hiking it. Don't be dumb.
yeah, and
And
they
they
go
fucking
offsides.
did it. And I was like, I'm sure Dak was like besides himself throwing shit at the fucking wall.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, like that still scares me with the Cowboys. But look, like I told Dak today, and we talked about it. They're playing with house money. You guys are fine. No one would have thought at this point of the season, with you guys losing Dak Prescott to start off the year, that you guys will be 4-2.
Yeah. No, we were writing them
It's a
off
win.
jokingly, but
It's a fucking win, dude. 4-2. You cannot ask for more for your backup quarterback coming in
yeah,
and
he
handling
lost
business.
one game, 3-1.
You can
What do you want?
they can easily be the Cleveland Browns right now.
Yeah,
Just look at the other
absolutely.
side of the of the
That's a
of the
really good segue one. That's a really good freaking segue.
well, let's go ahead and talk about it. New England Patriots beat down the Cleveland Browns 38-15. Zappy, dude. It's fucking Bailey Zappy. 24 for 34, 309 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jacoby Brissett threw the ball 45 times, 266 yards, 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, thank God this man has got his opportunity because he made it show for it. 19 carries for 76 yards, 2 touchdowns. I'm telling you, those 76 yards were all fucking hard fought, fucking
Oh
monster
my,
runs.
yeah.
Nick Chubb, tough day for him. 12 carries, 56 yards, and 0 touchdowns. Look, the Browns, it's caught up to them, dude. Like, I think it's affecting their team. Like, their defensive line, besides Myles Garrett, gets fucking bullied. Their Jadeveon Clowney is not that good. He is atrocious against the run, and he doesn't get as many pressures as he should. Their offense, it's usually they can run the ball on anyone, but I think a little bit of that was the New England Patriots, you know.
Mhm.
But
Well, that's what I said in the pick 'em. I was like, man, I think the Patriots can slow down this run game, and if you slow it down,
Yeah.
it's tough sledding for Cleveland. And I said this game's going to come down to who runs the ball better. And the Patriots ran the ball a little better, but they didn't make nearly as many mistakes as the Browns.
It's facts, dude. And the Browns are fucked.
2-4, man. I mean, their season's not over, but right now they should be a lot better than where they are. They should probably be 4-2. They've
Yeah.
squandered some fucking games, and in typical Brown fashion, it seems like the season's kind of trending towards being over. And the
Because look, a
Patriots are
lot of
showing signs of life.
they are. Look, I think it's time for me to roll a little bit back on the Patriots
Both of us, I
because
would say.
yeah, they're a solid team. Like they're one of these teams where they're just a fucking ass to fucking deal with, bro. Like they suck to deal. They run the ball. They play fucking extremely good sound defense. And a lot of people don't know this. I mean, everyone's talking about I wish I would have brought him up because he had a great week last week. But Jack Jones is a legit shutdown corner in his own right. Like it's just another rookie to this class to add of being a fucking stud. But Jack Jones, he's fucking legit for this Patriots defense. Um, their
Yeah,
defensive line is good. Like the Patriots are,
I have
they're
to
pretty
admit,
good, dude.
he looks stupid wearing 13 because it just
He
looks
does.
weird to see a corner. I was hoping they gave him 27, so he just looked like JC Jackson. But man, he's phenomenal, man.
Hey, look, Billy B strikes again. This is what he does.
Revenge
Uh,
against Cleveland.
He did revenge, but Billy B strikes again as far as like not paying a guy where everyone thinks you should pay him, like JC Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Let him walk and be like, we're fine, we're good. I'll just find Jack Jones. I'll find another JC
Yeah,
Jack.
I got a gem in the works right here. So we got Sauce Gardner, who's been a stud.
Yeah,
Stingley, stud.
Stingley. Yeah,
Jacques Jones, stud.
yeah.
The dude in Seattle, Woolen, I think
Tariq Woolen.
he looks so freaking good, dude. Oh
He's
my
one
god.
interception away from tying Richard Sherman's interception for his rookie year. It's so identical.
Does he
the
have
way
more
these guys
interceptions, you
are.
think, than Jamal Adams?
Yeah, that's facts. Come on now.
Well, it's an edge versus a corner. I get it. It's my fault.
But
Bad joke.
no, let's move on to the Seahawks. That's a good segue. Seahawks get the dub 19-9. Kyler Murray, 222 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, and a bad fumble in this one. Geno Smith, 197 yards, 0 touchdowns. Zach Ertz, 7 catches for 70 yards. And Kenny Walker, 21 carries for 97 yards and a touchdown.
Let me lead
look,
this
man,
one off, please, if you don't
go
mind.
ahead.
One, I want to add one thing to Kyler Murray. He did have 100 rushing yards. He was running all over the place. But since we're talking about people who run right now, Kenny Walker, I was low on him, 6th running back, maybe 7th. I told you before the show, I think I'm completely wrong about him. He looks like a stud.
Yeah, he's explosive, man. I'm telling you, his Michigan State film was some of the best shit I saw. Like he was fucking really good. And I know I get it with the small stature, but I'm telling you, man,
Looks
he
big.
packs a that's what I was saying. Like he looks big, but he's a small
Those jerseys
fucker.
at Michigan State, he looked like he gained, no doubt.
Yeah.
Like he looked like he was 190 in Michigan State. He looked like he 225 right now.
You know what? There's a lot of guys in the league like that. Like Kenny Walker.
But
I'm not
Le'Veon
saying
Bell looked fat in the Michigan State. I know he lost some weight, and he was all slim and trim and shit for
no, but I'm
Pittsburgh.
saying there's a lot of guys that they have like a skinny stat or they're like small, like probably with like their chest, right? But a lot of these guys in the league, a lot of receivers too, have these fucking huge goddamn legs, bro. They got tree trunks for
Oh my
fucking
god,
legs.
a lot of great legs and asses in the NFL. I saw
Dude,
Chris Sims.
Jamar Chase and Debo Samuel, like a lot of guys don't realize how big these guys' legs are. And that's why they're so good at breaking tackles. And Kenny Walker is the same way. The only difference with Kenny Walker is just like he is beefed up, my
Yeah,
guy.
he's the
Like
pint size. Yeah, he's pint size.
he works out.
Yeah,
he hits the weight room.
so
But
big takeaway from this game one for you is out of the two birds, Cardinals and Seahawks, are you more worried about Cardinals or you're more impressed with Seattle? And then I'll
I'm
take
more
whatever
impressed with
side.
Seattle.
I'm
more
fucking
impressed.
worried as shit if I'm a Cardinal fan. I'm worried.
We
And
kind of seen it coming. We
you got
kind of seen it
DeAndre
coming.
coming back. What does he fix?
Yeah. They're still bad on defense. They still can't run the ball efficiently.
They
Kyler
can't really
Murray is
pass
still
protect. I mean, look, if they didn't have the most elite electric, maybe like small QB out there, I thought they would have given up 13 sacks today.
Yeah.
To a team that's not like loaded with pass rushers.
I'm just gonna say this. I think Seattle, you talk about Billy B going off players. I think Seattle fucking highway robbery with fucking Russell Wilson.
It
I
looks
think
that way.
it's looking that way. Like so far, everyone expected the Seahawks to fucking tank. Like, how many games have they won? 3.
3-3. What?
A lot of people thought they were gonna win 4 games this year, including me. Like, they're already at 3 wins, dude. And the fact that they have Denver's pick, like, they're sitting golden, dude. And Geno Smith flat out is playing better than Russell Wilson. I know Russell Wilson has Monday Night Football to play, and it's still early in the season, blah, blah, blah. I get it. But man, Seattle getting it done at home, beating a division rival without Russell Wilson, and the way that they're doing it. Look at their team, Max. They have Geno Smith at quarterback. They got 2 rookie right tackle and left tackle, both rookies.
Rookie running
Tariq
back.
Woolen, rookie running back. Tariq Woolen, rookie corner. Kobe Bryant, rookie corner. What the fuck? This doesn't happen.
5.5 over/under wins for the season. And I think we both went under.
Yeah,
there's
we
no way
thought they
they're
were
going
going to be in the running. We thought they were going to be in the running for the number 1 pick.
No, they are getting every bit of talent out of this roster, and they're playing amazing for what their expectations are. It's not like they're 6-0, but for a team that, like you said, thought we were going to be number 1 pick, they're fucking better than a lot of teams right now.
Yeah, that's facts, dude. Let's go to the LA Rams. LA Rams get the dub, 24-10.
Woof.
Yeah, this was bad, dude.
It was closer than it should have been, Rams. Way closer than it should have been.
Walker went 10 for 16, 60 yards, 0 touchdowns. Stafford had 253 for a touchdown and an interception. Cooper Kupp, 7 catches, 80 yards. A-Rob finally came out, 5 receptions for 63 yards and a touchdown. Look, man, I think the Rams still have their issues.
Yeah,
Their
Cam
offensive
Akers
line
being one of them too.
Yeah, Cam Akers being one of them, but I think just this says more about the Panthers, dude. They're a fucking mess. I don't know if you've seen it, but Robbie Anderson getting into it with
got
the
Vernon
assistant
Davis.
coach. Oh my goodness!
No, it was Steve Wilkes. I think Steve Wilkes sent his ass home.
No, but he had beef with one of the other coaches.
Oh.
But Steve Wilkes had to get involved, obviously. But he got kicked out of the game.
Yeah, Vernon Davis.
That's a bad look, dude. That's a bad look. And
I think it's rock bottom.
This is where the locker room and the coaching staff divide. Like now, guys are not even going to be playing for the team. They're going to be playing for contracts. They're just out there to have good film. Like,
I mean,
it's bad.
I mean, I think it's fire sale time. Let's unload McCaffrey while it's still hot. DJ Moore, trade Robbie to the Packers. Go give Robbie a 7th round fucking pick and take him off the Panthers' hands. Please do it.
And they don't have anyone to really hold them together, Max. What veteran do they have? Nobody. They don't have anyone.
They're talking about trading Brian Burns.
Yeah. If I'm Brian Burns, I want to get the fuck out of there too.
Absolutely.
Like, it's bad. Usually bad teams, like, okay, for instance, I know for sure with this, the Raiders. When the Raiders started off 0-10 and they had a bunch of rookies, but they had a bunch of veterans. Like a bunch of veterans in the locker room. Yeah, they were bad. They were losing. But it was the veterans really sending out the message saying, like, you know what? Let's not divide. Yeah, we're not that good of a team, but we're not going to split up. We're not going to be getting into fights and fighting with the coaching staff. You know what I mean? Like that shit doesn't happen when you have a veteran on the team.
There was no player to check him. You know,
nobody fucking grabbed him. Nothing. That's so fucking. It's
And yeah,
bullshit,
it's
dude.
an interim head coach, but I mean, what's someone have some leadership? Like I can't imagine if there's a Thomas Davis
Who
or
is?
Luke Kuechly or I mean, I would expect Shaq Thompson to be that guy, but maybe he's just
Yeah,
not. I mean,
he's not.
it's bad in Carolina. It's not going to get better, I would assume. PJ
Yeah, man.
Walker starting, Eason, whoever the fuck starts, they're just a mess. And I would
Yeah.
sell while the fire's hot. Get rid of those guys. Packers, give a first for Robbie and DJ Moore. Get do Why wouldn't you? That puts you
Yeah.
right back on track to get in the playoffs.
We'll see what happens. They have an owner with a lot of money. They have an owner with a lot of say.
Yeah,
So
that's a interesting thing to navigate.
yeah, so we'll see what he does. Is he smart enough to keep all these players? Because if it was me, I would fire sell everyone but three guys. It would be JC Horn, Brian Burns, and Jeremy Chin. Those three guys untouchable.
DJ Moore
Everyone else,
not in there.
bye.
Icky
Bye.
in there. Is Icky untouchable?
I think Icky can be untouchable because they just drafted him.
Yeah.
But if there was a right deal on the table, I'll take it. Why not? I'll take it. First round pick, I'll take it.
Derek
Fuck it.
Brown.
Gone. Bye.
Really?
Bye. Bye.
I like what I've seen from Derek Brown this year.
I do too, but I would sell him. I would sell him for the right price. I would sell him.
So you said
There's
JC
nothing.
Horn, Burns, and Chin.
Yeah, I don't think there's a deal out there that me as a GM, I wouldn't take. Those guys are too valuable. Those are building blocks.
Yeah.
You don't give up. Pass rushers don't come every day, and shutdown corners don't come every day. So, fucking Panthers, bro. Someone's gonna get Brian Burns, and it's gonna be stupid. The Patriots are gonna get him for like a second round pick, and I'm gonna be so.
If I was
pissed.
the Ravens, I would definitely throw my
Anyone,
name into the hat, my
anyone,
hat into the ring. Excuse me.
anyone, Max, anyone. Like you get Brian Burns, you're happy. Let's go
Absolutely.
ahead and go to the New Orleans Saints. Let's get this one 30-26. The Saints come away with the loss. Bengals getting the win. Who Day against Who Dat Nation. Joe Burrow, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown. Andy Dalton, the Red Rifle, failed me. 162 for a touchdown. Jamar Chase finally had a big game. This is his breakout game. 7 catches, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Alvin Kamara, 19 carries for 99 yards, 0 touchdowns. Look, man, I still don't like what I see from the Bengals. I think it was just talent takeover right there. Joe
Especially from
Burrow,
the
T.
quarterback.
Higgins.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase took over that game. They were making play after play after play, but they still have the same issues. Their offense is anemic. It's basic. They still can't run the ball. Their defense is not all that. The Saints still had a chance. They're on the 50-yard line.
Yeah, it's almost unbelievable that they lost this game, the Saints, and they ran for 230 yards, basically.
Yeah.
And I'll say this one. Something about the Superdome agree with Joe Burrow and fucking Jamar Chase.
Yeah. I mean,
like
going back on what I said, dude, like people don't realize how strong Jamar Chase is from his waist down. Like he breaks tackles easily sometimes. And you look at him, you're like, damn, the dude's fucking small. Like he's kind of small in stature. Like, no, take a closer look at the fucker's legs.
Go look at Devontae Smith and then look at Jamar Chase. No offense.
Exactly.
I love Devontae, but he's a little bit different, that guy.
Yeah, that's Slender Man for sure. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Fuck you, Mike Tomlin. Fuck you.
Fuck you, Mike Tomlin. You fuck me again. What the fuck?
Us.
Yeah, he fucks us. This was me and Max's lock of the week. Max feels my pain for once. We both had the Bucs going into this one. And it was bad, dude. From the first half, it was bad. Tom Brady, 243 yards, 1 touchdown. Trubisky, who wound up coming in the second half of this one, getting it done, 144 yards for a touchdown. Chris Godwin, 95 yards, 0 touchdowns. Chase Claypool decides to fucking come out and
I
play.
know. We called him out so hard recently, too, and he just was like, fuck you guys.
Yeah, 7 catches for 96 yards and a touchdown. I wish that was George Pickens.
I do, too.
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett got knocked out of this fucking game. I couldn't believe it. Tom Brady gave up his whole family for this shit.
Look, hey, the Steelers had a little mojo going in, dude. Like they were feeding off their
Unbelievable.
crowd. They were at home. They had a couple of big special team plays. This is what Mike Tomlin does. This is what the Steelers do. And a lot of the times when I was picking them these past weeks, this is what I was looking for, Max. I was looking for games like this. They make it ugly. They make big plays here and there, and they go from there. But honestly, I think it's more the Bucks. The
I think
Bucks
so
lost this
too.
game
The
because
No,
it
go ahead. I'm
wasn't
sorry. I've been
amazing.
interrupting you. Go ahead.
No, it wasn't amazing on the ground. Like if you would have told me like the Steelers win this game, I'd be okay. Najee Harris gets back on track. That wasn't the case. Najee Harris didn't have that of amazing day.
Yeah, he had like 50 yards.
Yeah,
There was 2 times where they were in the end of the fourth quarter. They were trying to get the ball back, 3rd and 16, 3rd and 11, convert. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Bucks? You have such a talented defense of players, and you have a really good defensive coach. We've seen Todd Bowles. Maybe there's just something about being a head coach that's not right for Todd Bowles. I don't know what it is. They're 3-3. They have problems. I don't think the problems are really that solvable. They look a little slow out there. And I would say the same thing again for the Packers. A lot of times with Brees Hall, when I was like, damn, these Packers are fucking slow.
yeah.
That's what the Bucks just look a step slow right now. And Brady just can't. I know he's the GOAT, but he didn't get it done. Simply put.
Yeah, he didn't get it done. And like I said, the NFC is wide open. They have pretty good control over their division for the most part. They beat their division
I
foes.
God
They
forbid
do.
someone competes with them in the fucking
I
division.
know. For
I
real.
think
Tom
it's
Brady.
Atlanta. I think Atlanta's the only team that's going to give these fools. Atlanta could easily be 4-2 right now if they
They
didn't
could
rough
have
Tom
beat them.
Brady.
I
I
know. Let's talk about the Falcons, man. Let's
Oh,
go
this
to
one
another
warms my heart.
NFC
One,
South.
may I take the reins?
Go ahead.
The Atlanta Falcons with the San Francisco 49ers coming to town won 28-14. Marcus Mariota turned up the fucking sliders this week, 13 for 14, 129 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jimmy G, 29 for 41, 296 yards, 2 touchdowns. Sounds like a good stat line, right? One?
Yeah.
Nope, 2 picks. 2 big picks. Brandon Ayuk had a day, 8 catches, 83 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Huntley? Who? 16 carries for 59 yards. There's really no one to put. It was the defense more than the offense today, Juan.
Yeah. And that's that AJ Terrell kind of had a little bad moments in this game. I know he got burned by Brandon Ayuk on a really nasty like little pivot route, but this is what you get with Jimmy G. This is what you get. And when the game doesn't go your way and you're forced to pass the ball, it's not fucking pretty. He can't throw a deep ball. He
No,
sucks
absolutely.
at throwing the deep ball.
This was the perfect way to beat the Niners. 14-0 like that. It was 14-0 real quick. And how many times do you think San Francisco ran the ball today, Juan?
Like 8 times, 10.
16. How many did Atlanta run? 40.
Yeah.
That's not the recipe for you guys, San Francisco. You
And
talked
look,
about the
let's
Cowboys can't play from behind one. San Francisco
say
sure as
this.
hell can't play from behind.
We got to mention this because I know a lot of Niner fans are gonna fucking.
Everyone's hurt. They're hurt. They're fucking
Everyone,
hurt. Cry me a
there's
fucking river.
I know there's a lot of people hurt. There, it really is. They lost Hufunga in the first quarter. He came back, but they
No
lost Tre'Davious
Bosa.
Ward, no Bosa, no Eric Armstead. They
No
lost.
Mosley.
Yeah, they lost Mosley for the season last week. No Al Shazier or whatever.
Were those guys playing offense today?
Good point.
Was that the reason Jimmy G was giving Atlanta the fucking game?
Yeah. I thought, look, you have a lot of injuries. You have a lot of changing pieces on the offensive line. No Trent Williams. I get it. But I think a big reason why they sat Nick Bosa for this game is because the Niners thought that they can still win this game without a lot of these guys. And that's not the case, dude. Like
No, it's not.
came out. The Falcons came out. They came to play. They were at home. They were fired up. They just came off a tough loss against Tampa Bay. They were pissed off. And they ran the ball down the Niners' throat. And hopefully, look, I know Niner fans and I know NFL fans are going to say this week, the Niners just got to get healthy and they'll be good. I hope that's the case. I really do. But it happens to these fucking Niners every year, it seems like. I don't know if they got to change the head doctor or the
The
fucking
strength and
training
condition,
facility,
yeah,
the
strength and
strength and
condition.
conditioning, whatever the fucking
Look,
case
one,
is.
every NFL team deals with injuries. The Colts are a team that's dealt with a lot. They found a way to beat the Jags today. It's just I don't want to hear an injury as an excuse, unless it's your starting quarterback and they're going to say Trey Lance. Well, come on, you going to say Trey Lance is that much better than Jimmy Garoppolo? After Seattle in the other game, they were fucking slobbering on him.
Very true.
So Niners, you're a very talented team. By no means is your season over, but a loss like this kind of let the Rams back in the division.
Yeah, it opened up the light
And
at the end of the
Seattle.
tunnel. Yeah.
Seattle's
And Seattle, hey,
there
don't forget
too.
about Seattle.
Yeah.
Can't put Arizona. But
Not
let's talk
right now.
let's talk about another division game. Jacksonville Jaguars 27, Indianapolis Colts 34. Trevor Lawrence 20 for 22, 163 yards, 1 touchdown. Matt Ryan threw this ball 58 times this
Why?
game.
Why the fuck are we doing this, Colts? Please.
I mean,
His
they didn't
arm.
have their 2 running backs. They didn't have Naheem Hines or fucking JT. That's what
Fuck.
happens.
Philip Lindsay was made a Pro Bowl once upon a time. Give him the ball.
Travis Etienne 10 carries, 86 yards. And man, Michael Pittman 13 catches, 134 yards. He was going off. Alec Pierce had a good day too.
Yeah.
Look, dude, the Colts they fucking gutted out. They can easily like
Be
they
0
could
and
have lost
6.
like 05 and 05 and 1,
Yeah.
honestly. But they get it done, dude. They got it done against Denver. They got it done today. And I thought Trevor Lawrence, man, he didn't have many yards, but fuck, he was making some good throws. There was times where he was backed up on like the 20, game was on the line, 3rd and 16, and he's throwing fucking strikes to Zay Jones on the sidelines. He had some great throws in this one, man. But the Colts just have that something, dude, where when you think they're out, yeah, they hang around. And when you think they're out, they're not. They wind up coming back, and you got to give them credit at some point. I still don't think they're good. Hopefully their offensive line can get it together and JT can get healthy and they can really be balanced. But let's just be real. You're not gonna have a winning recipe. This is not gonna be sustainable with Ryan throwing the ball 58 times. I'm sorry.
No, they've won so ugly one. It's like they win and you ask yourself, how the hell did we win this game? How did they win that game? Because there was nothing there. You're like, damn, they're doing so well. It's not like they're airing the ball. Like Matt Ryan at 389 yards won, and it feels like a struggle to get that. It's like I don't feel like he was airing the ball out. Do you?
He
had some big gains, but it's just
at the end he was airing it out.
Yeah, I agree with you at the end, but it's just such a struggle for them. Like this is a team I was really high on. They're 3-2-1. It just feels like exactly what you said. Like none of this shit's real. It's all fool's gold, and it's going to come crashing down. They've beat some. They had a really fluky win against the Chiefs. They beat the Jags, who aren't that good. But
I don't trust anyone in this division.
No, yeah, no one's
Tennessee,
established themselves.
They're just giving this division to Tennessee. Like Tennessee's just like, fuck it, we'll take it.
You guys don't want it?
Yeah, like Tennessee. I think the Titans have the most like established team and well-rounded team out of all these guys. That's just me.
It's still not that pretty though.
And yeah, it's not pretty, but they're the ones you trust the most.
I
can't trust the Colts. I can't trust the Jags. The Texans,
you can trust them to be them.
Suck.
You can trust the Texans to be what they are, but everyone else, yeah, you don't know if they're gonna have a good week or bad week.
Yeah, so that division is a fucking crazy one.
Nightmare.
Dude.
Nightmare to pick.
I'm pissed off, man, because I picked the Jags for this game.
A lot of the games I want to just say.
Max I know. We'll talk about it in the pick.
Max picked a good week, baby.
It's not pick'em show, all right? It's week.
You confused me with the first thing we had up there.
I know. We got one more game, man. Let's get it done. Let's go ahead and talk about the Minnesota Vikings winning against the Miami Dolphins 24-16. Kirk Cousins 20 for 30, 175 yards, 2 touchdowns. Teddy B, who came into this game for Skylar Thompson after injuring his thumb, I believe it was in like the first or second quarter. It was early in the game.
Very early.
but he came in 329 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Justin Jefferson 6 catches for 107 yards, and Tyreek Hill had 12 catches for 177 yards. Like the Vikings got it done. The Vikings got it done. The Dolphins, they're missing their quarterback. Um, they couldn't establish the run today. They got down early, kind of,
Yeah.
and that's just really it. They're 3-3 now. They've lost 3 straight, and it's been because they're QB.
Tua is not my favorite QB one, but it's a noticeable difference between Tua, Teddy, and Skyler. Put it like that.
Yeah. But do you trust the Vikings?
Excuse me.
Bless you, by the way.
I'm sorry. I have to. I trust them. Yeah. I still like Green Bay's talent more, but they're not putting it together. And the Vikings are making the most out of what they have. Thielen and Jefferson. Dalvin Cook had a big touchdown for you. I know you were a little happy. Hope you won you some leagues of fantasy. I'm sure I got clapped up having. Oh man, we played each other, didn't we?
Yeah.
Are my cheeks being clapped currently?
No, you're down by 29. So you do have a chance. You got Herbert.
I got Herbert. I'm fucking golden. Are you done?
Oh man, I'm done. I'm kind of scared because I'm gonna lose to the guy that's like the bye week. You're like the taco of
you call me a fucking bye week. Fuck you.
You are bye week. And I got pretty. I really did. I started like George Pickens. I sat Michael Pittman like a fucking idiot.
You fucking knob. How fucking dare you treat me like this? All the shit we've been through, bro. All the MJC
and you forgot to
originals
start
and shit.
Robert Tonyan in your tight end spot. So
I picked him up.
I know.
To start him.
I didn't want to tell you anything because I'm not a fantasy football parent. So yeah,
you fucking
sorry
slut.
to tell you that. But you still got a chance. You got Herbert. You got Herbert. You're down by 29. I'm scared.
I gotta cut somebody to put someone in there to get myself a chance.
It's already too late, my guy. All right, you got Justin Herbert. You're welcome for even telling you anything. Okay,
you can help me, asshole. What'd you tell me?
I told you that you're down by 29. Okay, all right, you're down by 29. You got a chance. Look at fucking Burrow. Burrow had like 30 points. Okay, so we'll fucking see.
I gotta see if I can work some magic here in this lineup of mine.
Man. All right, Max. Let's go ahead and let's hit the TeaBag team of the week. No. You know what? Let's do this. We got a couple comments right here. I want to get my man D. He said, I think the Bills are better than the Eagles, but their records means the record means everything. But I would sure like to have the Bills play the Eagles on their schedule.
I'm an Eagles fan. I agree with that. The Bills are a better team, right? I would take the Bills if the Eagles played. And if I wasn't just an Eagles fan.
Yeah. It'll be a great fucking
They'll scare
game.
the fuck out of me. Yeah. Well, it's just Josh Allen.
Yeah. I think the Bills are the best team in the league. If I would say right now, gun to my head, top 3 teams, I would say Bills, Chiefs, and Eagles.
That'd be my 3 too in that order.
And before today, I didn't think the Chiefs were that good, but they, like I said, they have 15. I don't think their team is top 3, but with 15 at quarterback, they're in every game. They can win any game. That's just the way it is. We got another one right here. Rush is like a pair of fake Dior AJ ones, Air Jordan ones, mids. Looks good from far, but won't pass.
Yeah, no, them people be getting got with those Dior the mids, bro. Stay away from those shoes.
Yeah, Cooper Rush is just he can't play from down.
Good analogy. I like that one.
He just can't play from down. All right, let's get into our TeaBag team of the week. I got the Green Bay Packers this week, man. You sucked on special teams. You just hired one of the best special teams coaches, and you still suck. And you get beat by the Jets, dude, at home, and you only score 10 points. TeaBag team of the week. Sorry, Packers.
Cardinals. Where's all that hype from the offseason? You guys started off last year, what, 8-0, 7-0. You're 2-4 right now. DeAndre Hopkins coming back. He's not going to fix shit for you. Kyler Murray keeps making mistakes. Can't run the ball. Can't pass rush. Can't do anything good. Cardinals are a TeaBag team of the week for me.
That's a tough look for the Cardinals, man.
Yeah, we couldn't put both Thursday teams up there, so
Yeah, Thursday. We didn't even want to talk about Thursday night because it was terrible. But we appreciate you guys rocking with us, man. We are almost an hour in.
Hurry up, get out
It's
under an
late.
hour. Hurry up.
No, it's not gonna happen. It's late night, man. It's 10:43 on the West Coast. So shout out to anyone who's stick through us, man. We appreciate it. We love you guys. We appreciate all the support that we get, man. We're in the works of doing some big things for the channel, man. We hope you guys grow with us. You guys are here for the journey. But shout out to anyone who watched that Jalen Hurts video, put a like on it, put a comment on it.
Check it out if you
Simply just
haven't.
yeah, check it out if you haven't, man. We worked really hard on that. Basketball content in the making. Look, we didn't get to do a preview. The season is right around the corner. It starts on Monday or Tuesday, right? But
I'll do the preview right now. Warriors good, Bucks good, Lakers suck. There we go. Preview done.
But we'll get it in for you guys. We'll probably do a reaction. We'll see what we can do. We'll react to the games and see what we can get out there for you guys. All right. But amazing show, Max.
Amazing show from you, Juan.
Yeah, amazing show. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We will see you guys Wednesday. All right. We are out. Peace.